Alrighty. Well, like I said, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I am Walter Matthews. I live here in actually St. Petersburg, Florida, which is located in the Tampa Bay area. And I am currently working on an aviation vocational technical high school. Now, I accidentally got into the world of entrepreneurship about 5 years ago or so, and it's been an up and down journey to learning what business model is going to work for me, and it is still an ongoing journey, so I continue to refine and hone what I'm going to do. But right now I'm actually working with a team, and we're committed to creating this vocational technical high school in the Tampa Bay area. So let me move on. And oh, by the way, this is in the dream phase. So we haven't actually started the school yet. No money's been spent, but we're working towards it.
We accept any level of innovation on this program, so it's wonderful. In fact, sometimes it's even better to get something at the dream stage, because then you can watch it as it grows. So each gift you can come back and share where you are.
I love it. I love it. So here in the US, I'm not sure about the rest of the world, but here in the US, we do have challenges. I put the word problems on the screen, but challenges is probably another good word, where we don't have enough students entering the STEM related world. And that is why organizations like the one hosting this virtual field trip exist. It's because we want to all work together to encourage kids to get involved with STEM fields. And then, of course, many times when people think of STEM, they think it's only for guys, boys, men, but it's not. It's for everybody. And we're also working to get girls involved as well. And why are we doing that? Well, STEM's never going away. It's been there since the beginning, and it's going to be there long after any of us are here. The jobs will be there. It's never going to go away. All right. Make sure I covered everything. So as I've learned about this problem, I'm trying to figure out where in this problem can I help. I have an aviation background. I'm a private pilot, and I have a love just for the industry in general. Oops. We had a problem until COVID with the aviation being undermanned, and they had a lot of projections to where they're just not going to have enough pilots. They're just not going to have enough maintenance workers. And this has a ripple effect across the board, all the way down to the small communities that they already have limited airline service, but with the whole industry being undermanned, they would have even less service. And it's just a problem that I saw that I could potentially step in and help with. However, COVID had other issues for me, other plans for me, and right now, the actual situation of being undermanned is actually not a problem at the moment, because the airlines have been hit with less travelers, less demand for their services. However, we do anticipate, I've heard 2021, 2022, and it depends on who you talk to, maybe a little bit later, that the industry is going to eventually recover. So while there is no problem now, the problem went away temporarily, we can see in the future that there will be a problem. So one of the problems with the aviation industry is I don't care where you are in the world, it is cost prohibitive to get flight lessons. Here in the US, I mean, it's about approximately $200 an hour, and that means renting the aircraft and renting the instructor as well. And then, oh, by the way, if you want to continue to a level where you're going to get paid to do it, you got to at least get a commercial rating. And that's anywhere between $80,000 to $200,000, depending on where you go. And stack on top of that, 1,500 hours is what the Federal Aviation Administration requires before you can qualify to fly for the airlines. So you estimate 1,500 hours. I wouldn't say estimate it by 200, but yeah, that's just for this presentation's sake, you can do that. It's still a high number, whatever it is, and most people don't have it. I don't have it. So it's very cost prohibitive just to get into the world of aviation. And my understanding of talking to people from around the world is that it's even more cost prohibitive around the world. So how many pilots do you guys know personally? Not many people know. Not many people have a relationship with somebody in their life that is a pilot. There's not that many pilots. So me and my friends, we have come up with a solution. It's a high school to flight school program. This is nothing new, but this one is focused in the Tampa Bay area, and it would be new to the Tampa Bay area. So Tampa Bay they do have high school aviation programs, but what we're looking to do is a vocational technical school. And this is a little bit different than the traditional, go to high school in the US and then go to a 4-year university, 2 or 4-year university. What we want to create is a vocational technical school. So somebody can go straight through high school, and that's ages of approximately 14 to 18 years old. By the time they're 18 years old, they have certificates to either be a maintenance worker, a pilot, or a drone operator. And they can go right to work and be employed almost immediately. And this is actually designed for people who aren't looking to go the traditional, or what we consider the traditional route to a post high school academic career, if you will. Regular colleges just aren't for everybody, and we want to offer a path or pathways that are going to provide people other opportunities to. They're going to get an education, so we want to provide other pathways for people to get another way to get their education that's going to help them progress within their lives. And this is one way we feel we can do it. And oh, by the way, this country actually used to have a lot of VOTEC programs, and for some reason we've gotten away from it over the years. But I think through programs like this, you'll start to see a turn and a return to bringing in some balance within our academic ecosystem here in the United States. And VOTEC schools are a great way to do that. So yes, I'm focusing primarily on Tampa Bay just because that's where I live and this is where we're starting. We do have a great aviation community here. The industry in our state alone is, those are big numbers. Anything in the trillions, anything in the billions. I don't know about you, I don't have any of that money. So those are big numbers. We want our students to be able to tap into that. These are opportunities for our students in the future, great job opportunities. And oh, by the way, as the technology improves, I think we can all see it with programs like who's that guy on the West Coast, Elon Musk and his little SpaceX program, his SpaceX program. We all can see it. The demand for aviation-based transportation services is not going away anytime soon, anytime ever. So my goal is to do what I can in where I live to really affect getting kids into the aviation industry, which it's all about STEM. And science, technology, engineering, and math. Come on. Gotta love it. All right. So this presentation is a little bit more, it's kind of a business presentation, but I think it fits in, all your inventions that you guys are coming up with around the world. Eventually, for many of you, your goal is to actually present it in a business format. So maybe eventually one day somebody might invest in what you're inventing, and some of the headers in the format of this presentation are pretty similar. I took out some of the financial stuff, but this is a good place for you to start. And so our customer profiles, of course, the way we see it here locally is the schools, because they want to educate the students and give them give them the best path to the future, but they're also concerned about the local, excuse me, the local Tampa Bay area community, just like your local politicians are concerned about your school systems. The same thing here, where we want to get students into our community, grow our community, and have a great, strong business ecosystem. And that starts with the education of your population. Then, of course, parents are parents. They want the best for their kids. They want their kids to be able to stand on their shoulders and take their families to another level. And I don't think that's different anywhere around. It's the same everywhere around the world. And then, of course, the aviation industry. Right now, they don't need workers just because of the temporary problem, we'll call it, with COVID. However, in the future, the aviation industry is going to continue to grow, and it's going to continue to have a need for more workers. So while it's not a problem now, eventually it's going to become a problem. For us here in this area, in Florida, in the United States, specifically in the Tampa Bay area, we're looking for high school students, and like I said, approximately the ages of 14 years old to 18 years old. We're looking for kids they don't know exactly what they want, but they know they're somewhat interested in learning more about the aviation industry. They're either interested in flying or fixing manned or unmanned aircraft, and then of course it's a VOTEC school. Some of them won't even know what they want. I mean, who really knows what? I'm almost 50. I don't know what I want. So that's who we're looking to help with this vocational technical school. This program, this school, we already talked a little bit about the community. It's gonna help our community here locally by helping us provide a cost-effective alternative, because it's going to be free to our students. It's going to provide a direct path into a career into the aviation industry, and you're going to be putting skilled workers into the industry of what was the shortage. It will become a shortage again in the future. There's no doubt in my mind, because you don't have the input of students right now, and eventually we're gonna figure out how to overcome COVID. There's no doubt in my mind about that. And when we do that, eventually the economy is going to improve, and the demand for the transportation services, the aviation services, is going to increase. And oh, by the way, technology is improving anyway, so the demand for these kind of services will continue to increase, and you're going to need the workers. We don't have the workers right now. And so it all starts with education, and that's what I am looking to do with my small team of friends. That is all I got, and it's as simple as that. If you ever want to keep up with me, you have my email right here, and then I do have a Facebook page for my aviation services business that is in the process of being started. And that will be a great way for you to keep up with what's happening as I continue to build upon this dream.
So
that's what I got.
Thank you, Walter. I know we don't have a lot of time left, but I did have a couple questions I wanted to ask you. So how would this model help somebody to be able to afford becoming an actual operating pilot? Is it because during the high school work, they're actually starting to accumulate those hours, so therefore they're not paying for it outside of school?
Exactly. So currently we have aviation programs in the state of Florida that you can at least get your ground school and the ground knowledge paid for. And that's not a big chunk of the cost, but what we're going to work on is bridging that with grants and other initiatives that will help fund the actual flight training.
And how about the certification portion? How do you make that more attainable, or can you?
Now, so we're going to have different certifications, but I mean, kids are like sponges at that age. There's no problems with them. They're going to learn the information. So they will get the certificates, but let's take, for example, the pilot certificate, the commercial pilot certificates. They officially can't become a commercial pilot until their 18th birthday. However, there's nothing that says that they cannot have the knowledge. They can't train. There's nothing that says that. They could have all the training done up until that point, and like on their 18th birthday, they can go apply, take the take the tests. Actually, they can have the written test done. I don't think you have to be 18. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure you don't have to be 18 to take the written test. You do have to be 18 to take the practical, the actual flight, oral and practical flight exam. And so they can have all the training done. We can do that through the school. And it's the same with the maintenance program as well. I mean, there's so much they can learn about the maintenance of aircraft. And we got actually quite a few maintenance companies around here that we could partner with. And that's part of what we're working to do.
I know you said that this is not unique, but we have a lot of vocational schools in Ohio, and I've never heard of this type of vocational school in the ones that we have locally. So I think it sounds pretty unique to me, and I appreciate you doing this or planning to do this for students. What is it you need and your group of friends needs?
I need $4.5 million.
Me too.
Right now we're bringing the pieces together, and there's a lot of things happening that I can't talk about at the moment, but what we really will need is we're going to need help with the political will aspect of this, if you will. Right now I'm trying to bring together 4 surrounding communities or counties, if you will, and trying to bring them together is going to require a lot of relationship building. And I think once that happens, and once everybody sees this is way beyond just each individual county, I mean, we can help there's hundreds of thousands of kids here in the Tampa Bay area, and it goes beyond aviation. Once you get that kind of collaboration going in one program, I mean, the sky's the limit for this area.
There you go.
Very exciting, Walter. Very, very exciting. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
I hope to get on an airplane again someday.
And do come back and join us for another gift when you have an update. We'd love to hear it.
Will do. I look forward to seeing you guys in the new year.
And for anybody out there that didn't catch Walter's email address, feel free to write to Global Innovation Field Trip at gmail.com, and we'll be happy to connect you with him virtually. Thanks a lot, Walter.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
You too.